So I saw this great tutorial on YouTube in which this guy used a multi-stage envelope generator inside Zebra to create rhythmic chords by assigning the amplitude of the main waveform to basically run an envelope back and forth on the amplitude of a bunch of really simple notes, and it created a really cool result. And I thought, can you do this inside Massive? So let's take a look. Just had to do a tutorial on this. This is a really cool idea. What most people don't know, just make sure we're going here. Cool, got an initialized patch inside Massive. What most people don't know is that this amplitude section and this bypass section contain the source of the envelope that's going to determine how the waveform gets reproduced every time you play it. Damn sound card. So if I take the level right down, the sound drops off. If I bring the decay down, it becomes just a bleep. And if I bring the level right back up, doesn't matter what the decay is, it will hold until I release it. Of course, if I tail out the release, I released it a while ago. Maybe you can see the delay, whatever. What I want to do is create a repeating pattern here. And to do this, you can't actually use the attack, level, decay, and level controls here. You have to use the loop function. So I turn the attack right down, I turn the level right down, I turn the decay right down, and I turn this level right down. Or actually, yeah, no, I turn this level right down. And then I turn my loop to infinite. So it will continually repeat through this pattern. Now what happens is it's going to rise and fall and rise and fall and rise and fall. And the loop controller is what's going to let me determine the speed. It's kind of a neat little trick to get that sound you might get with an auto panner in Ableton, but what's cool is immediately available to you are all these super weird shapes. And remember, you can use this with all your oscillators. So if we bring in a bunch of oscillators here at different pitches, maybe one there, maybe try that. Is that going to be a really weird chord? That's going to be a weird chord. We'll just put in some random stuff here. Okay, it's not awesome, but you get the idea. And of course you get crazy and, you know, put an envelope on this control. Now this curve is moving this, so it's gonna have another curve moving the morph. I'm just giving you guys some ideas what might sound cool. I mean, the core thing is that with all of these down, any of these envelopes can be used repeatedly, like a multi-stage envelope generator that just keeps going. And if it's assigned to the amplitude, you can still get some cool rhythmic tricks. Maybe you've seen this in some other more complex synths, but I think it's really easy to implement Massive. Let's just for fun open some random preset. And go to our number 4 envelope, and we'll just take everything down. Actually, you know what? Let's see if there's a factory preset that has, you know, looping or something. Okay, that's cool. So the way this is, and we can use our hack and just turn the levels and decay. Actually, we'll leave that up. And this is going to run through that pattern. Which is cool. You could do some cool rhythmic stuff with that. If we wanted it louder, you just morph it up. Or try some other rhythms. Might not be your style, but I really like the sound of this. Anyway, it's really not that hard. You you know, take any preset. Take a look at envelope number 4, make sure it's routed there, and, you know, really mess with this guy. You can let's try some more presets. It might be a good way to just get started with something totally different. Stuttering gate. Oh, that's not interesting. Let's try, that's not all that interesting either. But when in doubt, you know, just turn all these 4 knobs down, and then whatever's happening here is what's going to happen with your amplitude. If you want to bring the final level up, you can do that there. And you'll find at really small values, you can almost get like a granular sound by moving that thing around a little bit. Just using that trick before, we routed an LFO here. Might not be your kind of sound design, but really a cool thing to keep in mind. Let's see if we can get a real nice transcord going, like the one I saw in the tutorial. Maybe something that's already a chord. That's a cool one. A little affixy. All right, cool. So no complex routing going on the audio, so we can really, or sorry, on the amplitude, so we can really mess with this. Bring this down, bring it down, make this infinity. Let's see where we're at now. Try another one. This will be cool because there's a nice attack to it. Again, make our loop crazy, infinity. And maybe we could do it so that it goes down, and if I turn this level up, it'll drop. There we go. I'm just pressing one key here. That's cool. I have a little MIDI spectra, that's why all my notes are chromatic. I'll try something that's a little bit more melodic, just to get a sense of what it might sound like. I wonder what happens if we make this patch polyphonic. I can play like chords with the chords. It's almost like I want this guy to move. You know? So just make it move. this is already doing something. Let's make it move faster. Well, and so you're not limited to just one. You have a whole bypass section, so you can turn on bypass, bring this up, and if this is on something different, you could have a different envelope firing here. Just thought this one might be helpful. You guys might enjoy just messing around with some massive presets. All right, go have fun.